Good evening, traders. Today is Sunday, the 5th of December. Christmas is just around the corner, which that means there's going to be some slow days surrounding it. So this week is going to be very volatile, and we need to make most of our money this week. First thing I'm looking at is the GDX. GDX is strong, gold strong. We cannot get bearish on this. Everything about this chart is bullish. And now we may have some consolidation during the week, but we are in an uptrend, and it should be continued to buy on dips. So that's what I would do if I was day trading. And I usually don't day trade the GDX. I try to day trade either underperforming gold miners or miners that are already hot, that have news on them. Next, we're looking at XLE. Energies have been on fire. Look at this thing ripping, making a new 52-week high, 65.94. That's what it hit on Friday. Next, we're looking at XLK, the technology spider. And as you can see, this thing's really setting up nicely, guys. It's above this high we put in back here in April. And we have a buy signal on the PPS. Got to close above the 20-day moving average and the 5s ascending. 25.28 is the yearly high, and it looks like that we're going to be approaching that this week as long as the markets stay firm. XLB, which is the materials, another one I'm very bullish on. I'm going to go ahead and draw a price level right here. This high that we put in back here on the 9th of November was at 36.71. And we got to close at 37.01, so 30 cents above the high that we put in November. As long as we can hold that level, I believe materials will go higher. XLV, which is healthcare, is one that I'm really focusing on, guys. The main reason is because we're at a level. You see this purple trend line? Well, it's a downtrend all the way off a weekly time frame. It might even be further. Hold on. Actually, off a monthly time frame. That's where it comes into play. December of 2008, the high connected all the way down, and as you can see, we're testing that right now. So it's going to be a key thing to take a look at. Now there's a buy on the PPS, but that could change at any given time. If we do get below this, if we get a sell-off in healthcare tomorrow, that will be a bearish divergence, because when we approach the trend line we did not get over it. But as you can see here, we did get over it, but then the bears took control of this and sold it down to the 200. Now as you can see, we came down, we made a new lower low. That confirms a downtrend. But an interesting thing to keep note of, this is technical analysis, and it's a little complicated, but when you understand the fundamentals, it really goes a long way in this business. So we come down. When we didn't approach 200, that was bullish buying. But when we made that lower low, that was very bearish. But the bullish case that I can make for this is they didn't bring it down to the 100-day moving average. They bought it back up. So our strategy, of course, is right when we make that lower low, that's when we buy, and then that's when we put our stop right at the low. So we got back above the 200, they gapped it up, and they continued up. Now, we could be very bullish on this because we are above the 50-day and the 20-day moving average. So if we do get a break above this tomorrow, and then we pull back, retest it, continue up, and take out this previous high we put in back in November around this 31.75 level, that's when we become bullish on healthcare. So that's definitely one to watch this week. XLY, consumer discretionary, looking good again, making a new high, 37.50. IYR, which we really need to participate, and it looks like it's going to. This key level, which was the April high, the exact level is 54.90. I'm sorry guys, it's 55. I had it written down already, and this uptrend's still intact. If we could hold over 55, I think we can make a new nearly high of 57.97. And if the banks start participating and get another short squeeze this week, the markets could move higher. So the markets are looking very bullish as we speak. XLU utilities. I saw a few utility plays that looked very compelling, and I think you should keep them on your radar. One being, I believe it's EXC. Let me make sure. Oh, this chart's a little messed up, guys. I hope you can see it. But we came down and we tested the 20-day moving average. Now I want you guys to set your alert at the 20-day moving average here for a moving average play when you're day trading. And the moving average is at 40.14. So set your alert at 40.18. If we break that tomorrow, look to be buying over that level. Of course, use your best judgment. Don't take my advice in anything. This is only a day trade. Now we're looking at consumer staples, another bullish chart. It just seems every single ETF I'm looking at is bullish here. XHB, even the home builders. They held up support at the 100-day moving average. On Thursday, we got a close over the 200, and then Friday we made a new higher high. Now we got to get over this level of 1695, which was the November high, to start retracing the June high, which was around the 1750 level. So home builders look good too. Now we're looking at DBA, which is agriculture stocks. You know, Monsanto got bearish for a little while, but then it turned back around. Mosaic was the one that was about to fall off a cliff, and it still doesn't look very bullish. But if we hold over this line as right here, which was the January high at 68.28, I think it could go higher, and maybe the 50-day moving average will act as decent support. But as we are talking right here, we are in a downtrend. And it must, I mean, we did peek our head out of it. So like I said, if we hold above this white line, we'll be short-term bullish on Mosaic. And of course, if we get over the 20, that's just another bullish indicator. And that could be a start of a new uptrend. New uptrend would be, you know, of course, we made that higher low, and if this is another higher low right here, and we break out and get above this previous high, and maybe peek our head right here, that's when we'll have a confirmed uptrend, and then look to retrace to 74.25. And I'll also show you Monsanto real quick. Monsanto's chart's a lot more bullish than Mosaic. We're above all the moving averages, including the 20. We have an ascending 5. The next level that we're going to look for, a technical level on Monsanto, is 64. Guys, set your alert for 64. Mine set 2. And we're going to look to try to make a trade off that momentum trade. And the RTH, which is the retailers, continuing to make a higher high. And there is a possible we could retrace 108.28 here before year end, but right now we just have to say this could be a little bit of consolidation since they've had such a major move between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. IYZ, which is the telecom sector, looking for another bullish run. You already know Verizon is my favorite in that sector for now. IYT, transports. You see transports making a new high. They usually, most of the time, lead the market. Plus, we have a buy on the PPS indicator. 91.89 was that high. Set your alert. We could potentially make a higher high tomorrow. Good luck trading this week, guys. Pick which ETF that I showed that you think looks the best and you can make the most money off. Get your individual stocks. If you're day trading, I don't necessarily recommend trading an ETF, but in my personal opinion, if you're swing trading, you have a lot less risk when you're trading ETF because you're diversified. Anyways, this wasn't any suggestions. It's just what I do with my money. You guys make a lot of money trading this week, and I'll get you a couple videos out.